I was wearing contacts today because I was locked and loaded and ready to go to talk about this new Joey Badass album, Lonely at the Top. But on a real note, I'm simply wearing contacts today just because I wanted to just wear some contacts. It's been a while since I've done it. I've been wearing my glasses quite often as of late, and I figured why not give it a shot. So I was out and about today, more or less, if you can tell, as I'm dressed up for the occasion. But enough about me. How is Joey Badass Lonely at the Top album? Um, as I've been bumping to this thing for, I would say about over 7+ times now. I think the album's really good, man. I think that this is, for me, Joey's most respectable project that he dropped in quite a while. And unfortunately, I will say this is probably going to be his most divisive project for Joey fans alike. And the reason for that is pretty simple. So, obviously, this is the follow up to his 2022 album, 2000, which, if you remember what happened with that album was obviously a follow up to his classic 1999 debut mixtape that put Joey on the map in the first place. And prior to the 2000 release, after it was dropped, since the beginning of this year, Joey has been dropping numerous tracks, more or less aimed and distant towards the West Coast artists, from The Ruler's Back to Sorry Not Sorry, Pardon Me, and then it went full throttle and big time with three diss tracks towards some pretty big names in the West Coast TDE and camp, from The Finals, My Town, and Crash Dummy, and ABK. And all of these songs were kind of gearing towards the fact that, man, Joey was literally crushing with the diss tracks, and it seemed like there is no way this dude could be stopped at this point. And I'm not gonna lie when I say this, it seemed like with Joey being on this music release at the moment since the beginning of this year, it would be a matter of time till we get a new project, and that wouldn't be till we get Lonely at the Top. Now, I'm gonna just throw out there and just say that this album is really good. I like it. It again, really respectable project. I think that for me, this is definitely a really dark project for Joey, just because, again, this is going in a much more different direction that I've never heard Joey in before. And again, it's already been alluded to a few times in the past when Joey goes to the more singy, melodic type of song. But in this album, I think it's in full form. It's fully realized in a respectable way. Again, this is a pretty short album. It's only 11 tracks. Has some really good standout features from ASAP Ferg to West Side Gun to Ty Dolla Sign, who somehow bring out his best A game, surprisingly, in one of the songs he's in, and Absol, Rhapsody, and Kai Cass, CJ Fly. There's some pretty good features off of here. And I gotta say, after listening to this album 7+ times, I can comfortably say what are the best songs off of this album and what are the weaker songs of the album. Which, not to say that this album is completely bad, to be clear. I'm just saying that I already know what's going to be bad and what's going to consider be good, what's going to consider be bad for any casual Joey listener. Case in point, if we're going to start off with the best songs off the album, we're going to go with like the first 5, 6 tracks that start off this album: Dark Aura, Swank White, SupaFlee, which is like probably the best song off the album, hands down, just because it's given like a crazy Neptunes, Jay Z, Rock Nation, Dynasty era throwback, but for a modern twist. High Roller featuring ASAP Ferg is like a holy crap moment that I never thought would ever happen, honestly. Even songs like Ready to Love, which is like a really low key melodic moment that features Ty Dolla Sign of all things, was also really good. It flowed really well. Even BK's Finest, which is also a contender for best track off of this album, is also a huge, huge highlight off of this project. So again, the first 6 tracks of this album is really good. It flows super well. I absolutely love it. But what I think is going to divide a lot of Joey fans alike, and I think is going to cause a lot of division as a result, is tracks 7 through, to an extent, 10. And that's Underwater, 3 Feet Away, Speeding Through the Rain, and Still, which that song has him, Absol, and Rhapsody on it. And the reason I say that is because from track 7 to 10, and to an extent the 11th track, which is the title track lonely at the top, these are those more slower melodic moments. And I think that this is going to be where a lot of people are going to have some a bit of debate like what is like the weakest song of this album. um In my personal opinion, though, looking at the track 7 through 11, easily the best track off of this lineup here is Lonely at the Top, the title track itself. I think it's a really strong, really great closer to end the album off and really showcase what the album was going for, what Joey was going for. And I think this is the best one out of it. And I guess if we're gonna talk about what I think is the weakest song off the album, I'm going to have to choose "Speeding Through the Rain." And the reason I say that is because I felt like this song was really good, but it just felt a little bit like I felt like we've heard this already from the previous two tracks with Three Feet Away and Underwater, two other slow melodic songs that I respected. But I think Speeding Through the Rain is probably going to be the weakest for my choosing. Again, it this like I said is going to be causing a huge debate as of right now because again, I think every Joy fan is going to literally point out that tracks 7 through 10 are the tracks that are going to be cause of debate as to which is the weakest track off of this new Joy album. But overall, I think the album's really good. This is definitely a must listen to. It's not again, it's not as like robust and as amazing as his last album 2000. It's not as groundbreaking and amazing as his debut mixtape, and it's not like over the top. And it's not like his best project when he dropped the studio album prior with All American Badass. But I think Lonely at the Top is a solid and respectable project for Joey nonetheless. And yeah, just want to talk about this and get my thoughts all the way for this new album because I've been bumping to this thing quite a lot. That and the new Earl Sweatshirt album, and the new Chance the Rapper album, and the new Tyler project. I've just been bumping to a lot of good hip hop projects as of late, and I figured to share this one. Maybe eventually, once I get my full thoughts out of the way, I can maybe do a tier list of a Joey Badass tier list. Who knows? But stay tuned for that nonetheless. But yeah, just want to talk about this. That's it. See you in the last one. Later.